this week we're working for the community. So we live in Alaska and it's a really small community, and about 8 months out of the year the kids are basically indoors, and the climate's too extreme to have things like ski resorts. We have a desert climate, so there's not a lot of snow here. So our local community really has very few things to do outdoors in the winter that is community sponsored. Jacob and I both thought that some sort of facility to support the outdoor ice rink where people go in, put their skates on, warm up, and skate, come back in, maybe hang out a little bit, go back out and skate. It could be a real asset to our community.
So last summer, me and Anna approached the city council to see if actually going and donating a building for the kids to use down there was something that they would entertain in, and they were all for it. So once we got the approval for doing it, we went ahead and got the ball rolling. We had a bunch of community come out and help frame the thing. I think we did it in a weekend, and it was pretty neat having the community help out.
And then from there, we knew we wanted it to be insulated before things got cold, so we had it spray foamed, and Jacob took care of all of the exterior siding and roofing. It's basically shelled in. So we kind of had to leave the skate shack at that point because it's a public building and it had to go through a lot of engineering processes, especially for the mechanical and the electrical inside. So that whole project has been on pause for the last couple of months.
So engineering finally came back and gave us the green light for go ahead and finish up the skate shack. So we got the electrical done. Now we're framing in the closet for the furnace. I'd like to see this place get insulated and sheetrock put on by the end of the week. It'd be nice. So when you spray foam a building, it actually acts as insulation and a vapor barrier at once. So you don't have to go ahead and put another vapor barrier on the inside of the building. We only sprayed 2 inches in the wall. So that way that gave us our vapor barrier, but then we still had a void in our 2x6s of 3.5 inches. So we went ahead and put in batt insulation for a little bit more insulation in the wall, and that way that gave us a little better R value for the extreme temperatures that we get outside, and a little easier to heat.
Yeah, even though we're turning this building over to the city, we know that if it's super expensive to heat in the long term, it's going to get just turned off. So we're doing our best to make something that's really high quality and our entire community can be very proud of.
Got the walls built for the closet, which is going to house the furnace, and I just made our trip to the hardware store, got some sheetrock. So we're going to go ahead and start putting some sheetrock in here, and hopefully by tomorrow we'll have this place rocked. Yeah, it's nice to be back getting this place done. Obviously we've been waiting for engineer approval on the mechanical and electrical, but we got that, so now it's basically get it done mode. Kids have been skating for about a month now, and I know that they're really itching to be in this warm building for getting in and out and skating on the rink.
Okay, I'm watching you, buddy. Whoa! Whoa! Go, Chloe! We really need to get that skate shack done. I had to get dressed in the car today, crawl over to the rink.
lucky at Coast right now. It's 48 below.
48 below. Are you working outside today?
Well, it's only 10 below here, blowing 30 miles an hour.
I don't think I made myself enough food. How's your wife's cooking? You like the feta in it?
It's alright.
I love this cooking oven. It's the best thing. So we had to drywall the interior of the building because it's fire code, and the drywall is the last thing you want to put in there because you've got people with hockey sticks and kids running around, and that drywall is going to get really beat up. But we had to do it for fire code, and drywall is kind of a pain to finish out, so neither of us like doing it. So we fire taped the drywall, and on our last shopping trip to Fairbanks, we happened to come across this paneling that was $16 for 32 square feet, so about 50 cents a square foot. It's actually cheaper than the going rate for finishing drywall up here. So we're like, yeah, let's get it. So we threw it in the car and just been dying to put it up and see what it looks like. So for paneling, we're going to use this stuff. It comes in 4x8 sheets. It's a really smooth, durable surface. It can take a little bit more abuse than drywall. We're going to go ahead and panel the entire inside. I think it's really going to change the look in here and make it look really cool too. So for this paneling, we're going to use an adhesive right over the drywall, and then we're going to use some nails with a little bit bigger head of paneling nail, so it has a little bit better holding power and it doesn't mark up the surface.
Come on, keep going. Hush. Keep going. Whoa, you guys did it. Good job.
Oh, you're welcome. I like the skate track. So hurry up and get that.
So the paneling totally changed the interior of this piece. It went from just being like a planned public building to like, oh, this is kind of cute and cozy, and I could come hang out here. And he doesn't.
I try getting around skates.
That's not true. He's so tired of skating by the time he gets done coaching 2 kids in hockey, he does not want to skate with me. So that's the truth.
Get these windows all prepped and ready to go. I got some window trim that I'd like to put on today and get these nice and trimmed out real nice.
We chose to just use a wood trim around all of the windows. The wood is the most durable surface. If it gets nicked up, it's just going to show a lower level of the wood, right? I think it would have looked really good to have white windows, but that would have got really dirty and just looked really dingy quickly. So we're thinking about durability and what kind of material is going to, weather well and last well and look good in 10 years. And the only thing I can think of is real wood.
Decided doing the ceiling.
Well, unfortunately, we can't use the paneling on the ceiling. It's not rated for that. But we have another creative idea. So he's going to tackle the ceiling, and I've got a little project that I want to tackle downstairs in the garage. Okay, so the skate shack is completely donated, and there's really no budget for janitorial or long-term maintenance. So I'm trying to come up with a solution where we don't have a trash can, but we have a system where people can get a trash bag and pack their trash easily. So set them up for success to take care of the building themselves. So it's just a standard t-shirt bag that you get at a grocery store. And what I'm going to do is create a little organizer where you can stuff these in the top, and then you can pull them out the bottom. And then there's also 2 hooks on the end, so you can hang it on the end and fill up with your trash, grab it, and pack it with you. making a recycling project, so we might as well use recycled materials, right? So there's that one. Last one, and then we just drill some holes. I know this is making this way more complicated than it needs to be. Kind of cute. I inset it just to make it cuter, and then I was going to put a sign that says trash bags. Take one, use one, your trash. This is the nailing guide. To add a hole to stuff the bags in the top, and then a hole to dispense the bags out of the bottom. So I was thinking it needs a little sign so people know what's going on. Get my hole saw kit out. Yeah, just so that when I'm drilling it, it doesn't swing around on it. Going through my goodie bag. I'm just gonna find two knobs. If I can find two the same, I think those are the same. I don't have a screw with them, but I can put them on the end and the bags can hook in there. Any ideas?
Chicken feeder?
A chicken feeder, okay. So both of us kind of, I agree, it does look kind of like something you would have for a bird. Okay, we'll try it out. So the idea is, yeah, I think that's fine. It's like, why is there a birdhouse on the wall? All right, my project is done, so I'm gonna head on down to the skate shack and find a place to install it and see what Jacob's up to. What is it? Guess.
Let's hold stuff up.
What is it?
Elephant thing?
An elephant thing, okay.
Elephant thing.
Oh, Chloe, what is it?
I don't know.
Pull one out. Open it up. Okay, hang it on the hooks. Right here.
Mom, what is it?
What is it?
A garbage can.
It's a garbage can.
Garbage can.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Self-cleaning. Hopefully it works. If my toddler can do it, hopefully adults can do it too.
My ball says,
Eyeballs are way off. Just kidding. There, just for you, Malachi.
Hey.
You're the one with all the snacks.
Oh.
It's a birdhouse.
Fill it up. It looks like a birdhouse.
Oh,
What is that for?
it's for trash bags.
Trash bag. Oh, it's a dispenser.
Ooh. So it's been a busy week at the skate shack. We got all the drywall up, it's insulated, there's electrical, there usually is heat, but there isn't right now. And all the paneling's up, the window trim's up. I got my little project done, we're looking really good.
So we got the ceiling to finish and some trim, and then the furnace guy can come put the furnace in, and hopefully we can turn it over to the kids.
And we've got to build all the furniture that goes in here as well. So hopefully by the end of next week, it'll be turnkeyed and open for use. So we're gonna get back to work and we shall see you next week.